Two winners. It's the VIP Gold Bonanza. Purchase a VIP Gold membership between now and May 31st, and you and another winner will have the opportunity to spin the wheel of cash to win up to $5,000. Good luck. See you soon. To enter, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
I released a brand new service price. I don't know if anybody saw that. I snuck it in. I snuck in a weekly membership. A weekly membership. We've never done that here at American Dream Trading. We're going to test it out. A weekly membership starting at $50. If you've ever been sitting on the fence and you wanted to join us here, we have 450 people in our Zoom. Now is your opportunity. So you guys right now, if you head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com, you can sign up for our regular paid membership at $50 a week. So if you've been sitting on the fence and you're like, hey, I want to know what's going on, boom, jump in there. Here we go. We're building the house of profits. Make it rain, baby. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Are you still on the fence? What are you waiting for? Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up right away for the Gold VIP membership, where Mark McSee provides you with the latest news, updates, company profiles, economic calendars, so much more. Everything that you need to make an informed decision on how to invest your hard-earned money. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up today.
Uh, 207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207 do. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful. Yeah, see, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny, there's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. And join the Aftermarket, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Welcome, everybody, to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. What a day! 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 First of all, welcome after a long weekend. Once again, remembering those that have given their life in the act of service. Thank you all for your service. You're greatly missed and greatly appreciated. Yeah, man, this is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to kick back, relax, have fun, talk about our day trading in the stock market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That man that you saw in those videos was Chad W. Christian. That's right, Chad W. Christian. He is our coach and our mentor and the owner of American Dream Trading, the trading group to which we all belong and are happy members. Okay, I'm sure there's some happy members today, baby. The reason why we are so happy is because we know how to trade. Coach has prepared us. He's a 30-year stock market vet that has basically traded in every market condition imaginable. And he trains us to do the same thing, whether it's a bear market or a bull market. We get paid whether the stock goes up or whether it goes down. We are trained. We are not call-out chasers over here. We are actual traders. So when NVIDIA did what she did today, we all knew how to react to that. Okay? So, hey, listen, if you got a problem, if you don't know how to react to what NVIDIA did today, maybe you shouldn't be trading. But thank you, Coach, for training us to trade properly and not just chase call outs, because Coach does do call outs. Don't get it twisted, but he does excellent call outs, but we don't chase those call outs because we know how to trade. So when we go do them, it's because we're listening to the sound of his voice, and it's because we know how to trade. We know how to go look at them, see what needs to be done for us to get in them properly. So there are 3 links in the description of this video and also in the live chat down here. It is none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you're going to go to get signed up. If you're not a member, get signed up right away, especially with the VIP Gold plan. Why? With the VIP Gold right now, Coach is giving away 2 spins on the Wheel of Cash, where you will be able to earn up to $5,000 in cash if you spin that wheel. But you got to get a VIP Gold membership to do it, to even be in the running. So if you don't have one, if you're already a VIP and you have not yet upgraded, hey, listen, there's your money back right there if you're the one who wins. There's not a whole lot. So, people wait till the last minute. It's going on until May 31st, which is Friday. So if you get it between now and Friday, chances are you're going to have a pretty good shot at getting a chance to spin for up to 5K, and you'll probably win. So go ahead and upgrade and get that membership. It's worth it. I guarantee you that most everybody that made money today is a VIP member. How do I know that? Because VIP members get paid. We are trained properly. Welcome, everybody. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. The second link is that of the Restream link. All you got to do, or actually the first was the Restream link. Second one is AmericanDreamTrading.com. If you want to come up here and speak on the panel, which we are going to have a guest speaker this evening. She is none other than Miss Ange. She is Trader of the Week. And those of you that did not get a chance to go over and look at Coach's newsletter, go ahead over there and take a quick look at it. Take a gander. He's got all sorts of information in there, information about the stocks, information about things that are upcoming. He's got fun facts. We've got Ange featured in there as Trader of the Week. And it is definitely chock full of info. So congratulations to Ange, and she's going to come up and give us what strategies that she's using of Coaches that is getting her this success. 6, count them. I think it's either 6 days or 6 weeks green straight. I don't know. She'll clarify for us, but she's kicking it. She's kicking ass. So shout out to Ange, and she will be up here in a little while to talk to us about that and give you guys some tips. Also, the third link is yours truly tip jar. That is also how I get paid. It is located in the moderators lounge as well as in the live chat of this video and in the description of the video if you're catching us on the replay game. That is also how I put food on the table and keep the lights on. So those of you that have tipped me, thank you. I appreciate you. Those of you that are planning on tipping me, thank you in advance. It is much needed. But yeah, man, your girl had a good day today. She had a good day today. I got paid on Space. I made $55 on Space, and I made $135 on NVDA. So nice day. Nice day. No, 80. My bad. 80 on NVDA and 55. So 135 total. 155 on Space. So hey, listen, you guys know what I'm doing. I am, I'm taking it baby steps. I'm not supposed to be trading options, but with call outs like that, it's not so much being a call out chaser. It is getting an opportunity dropped in your lap. When Coach shouts something out 6, 7, 8, 9 times, that's him saying it's okay. Go look at it, chart it out, make sure you're not getting in at a resistance or support level, and then get your ass in this trade, okay? Get in where you fit in. All right, you don't just jump in a trade. Make sure you're not hitting a supply or demand zone on your entry, and you are golden, baby. All right, so a monkey could have traded NVIDIA today or Space with the way Coach called it out. So I went on ahead and took advantage of those call outs. I didn't do anything in the pre-market. I did not have buying power to do that, but I'm excited because don't forget, today is the day, stalkers. Today is stalker. Are you a stalker? Today is the day that if you are trading stocks, you will get your payout tomorrow, mañana. It used to be that you had to wait 2 days to get your payout on stocks. As of today, officially, you will get your payout within 24 hours. It was 24 hours for options only and 2 days for stocks. Now it's 24 for everything, options and stocks. So I'm sure we had a lot more people trading stocks today because of that. So, and let's keep it a buck. A stock is a getting shares, or they're all stocks, but getting shares, trading shares as opposed to options, are a lot easier because you don't have a lot of the Greek issues to worry about, the theta, the time decay eating away at your contract, especially if it's same day. You don't have to worry about so much of whatever delta that you're in, because it's when you get shares, it's all intrinsic value. So whatever it is what it's worth at the time. There is no buffer, okay, because of the leverage, because there is no leverage. Either you're buying in at this amount and you have this amount of shares, or you don't. So, and when it goes up, this is the price, and when it goes down, this is the price. There is no in between. Okay. So for a lot of you newbies, I'm telling you, that is where you want to start off. It's like trying to be a mathematician and starting out with algebra or trig first before you learn the basics. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. If you don't know how 1 + 1 = 2 and how that works, then X equals, Y + 2 is what, no, you're not going to. 5 + Y = X. You're not going to do that. So, that's what options are. So you've got to be careful. So there's that. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Let's see who we got down here. We have got Hudson Miller. What's up, Hudson? Hudson said, what's up, everyone? Rough few weeks. Now 2 green days in a row. Okay, Hudson, got to start somewhere, baby. Way to go. Hey, listen, when you get a minute, come talk that stuff out. That's what we're here for. I'm not doing this aftermarket for me, guys. I'm doing it for everybody, for all of us, to be able to just come and just hash it out. You guys know how much better you feel when you come up here and you hash it out and we work things out. So use it for what it's worth. Hudson, don't trade in silence. Don't suffer in silence. When you're struggling, don't stay away for weeks while you're struggling. Come on here. Maybe we can help you figure it out. You only have to be on here a couple minutes, man. Just talk it out. Get in the chat. Let us know. But I'm glad you're green 2 days in a row. My brother. All right. We got Mike C down there. What's up, Mike C? Mike C said closed out a swing trade today. Okay. All right. Cool beans. Did you close that out green, Mike? Let us know. John L. ADT, what up? Miranda, heavy. What up, baby girl? Eric Smoto, let's go, baby. You saw my message? Let's go, Smoto. I started to put Smoto, but I'm like, nah, it ain't Smoto. It's Eric's Moto. The way we say it, Darn Cricket, what up, Darn Cricket? How are you? Prophet, what's going on? Joe Pink, what is happening, brother? Joe Pink says, sup, everybody? Ange, what is up, girl? Can't wait to have you up here. Joe Pink said, want. Okay, Joe Pink said, went from a red day to a green. Now, that's different. I like that. I like the sound of that. He went from a red day to a green day with the last minute after hours scalp. Way to go. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. I'm celebrating with you. Don't stop, get it, baby. That's the good, that Joe, look, that's what we like to hear. Not the other way around. We hear so many stories of people turning green trades to red and letting green trades go red. It's about time we had some reverse on this show. Joe turned his red trade green. Gonna make my green trade red. He made his red trade green. All right, I'm got to get confused now. All right, cool. Good job, Joe. Prophet said, yay, Joe Pink. Celebrating it with you, brother. Victoriano. Great job, Dawn. Thank you, brother. I was scoping out Neo today. Neo got down in the fours this past weekend. I'm like, I could buy stocks on Neo. I mean, Neo is low enough, guys. If you think about it, if you're trying to trade stocks, it's kind of like a penny stock. It's under $5. It's floating around that $5 range. And don't get it twisted. Neo's got some nice things going on. You buy it while it's at 5. In a couple years, when EV is all the rage, come on now. It don't take a rocket science. Get your ass in some Neo. I'm telling you, not financial or tax advice. This is strictly educational purposes only. But do what you want. But yeah, looking juicy. All right. Eric 7, what is going on? How did I do today? I did well. I did $55 in space and I did $80 on NVDA. I did not stay in those trades that long. When did I get out? Like 12? You know what I mean? So normally I'm sitting there 1, 2, 3, come on! None of that. You know what I mean? And I bought one contract in the money on NVIDIA. That's why I sat in it. I used Coach's indicators and I used the cloud. I used the 21 and the 55. I made sure everything was up where it needed to be for me to stay. Even when it dipped down, remember when it penetrated at about 10 o'clock? Pretty good. It didn't cut all the way through. It didn't smash VWAP. I stayed in it. Thank God I did, because I ended up really, doing well with that. So yeah. Thanks for asking, man. DJ Vinny, what up? Loaded the boat at $4.87 on Neo. That's what I'm talking about, DJ Vinny. That's what I'm talking about, man. Neo is at a prime spot, okay? Not telling you to make a purchase, but Neo, it is a prime. You need to take a look at Neo. Take a look at Neo. Hudson said, I made 2 trades today. What trades were they, Hudson? That's it. Up 6% on account. Okay, I know that's right. Way to go, man. All right, guys. I've run out of stuff to talk about. Come on, let's get some people up here on the panel. We all know that NVIDIA was crazy today, so that's pretty much the news that was on the docket. That and the fact that we can trade stocks and get our money in one day. Shout out to Carter. Carter's doing some incredible work on these videos, and he is getting this artwork done on these latest thumbnails. I like them. I threw a few up there last week. And he is, we're taking turns doing that, and he's doing really well with that. So yeah, Carter, I'm digging it. That risk to reward, brother. I like that. I like that a lot. Risk to reward sounds like a good title, right? How about we check that out? Carter puts a lot of time and work in these videos, guys. Please make sure that we are going over and commenting on them and leaving a like on them. Move them up through the algorithm. Okay. Move them up through the algorithm. Also, we're going to have a mastermind session this upcoming Monday with Nate. Those of you that are here to hear it. With Nate, we're going to have, sorry, got to hit the bomb shelter later. But Nate is going to be here Monday with Mastermind, with it is Mind Masters is what we're calling it. Mindset Masters. So these are the millionaires and the people who are successful in their trading coming up here and talking with us and sharing with us how they're doing it. So coming Monday, Coach is also going to be a guest that is going to be interviewed up here. So after vacation, we're going to have Coach up here, and he's going to talk to us about how he started American Dream Trading and his thoughts and feelings on that. This upcoming Monday, Nate's going to be on here, and the Monday after that, the 17th, it's going to be Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You guys know who I'm talking about. All right. So Nate's going to be this next Monday, and Mark is going to be the Monday after that. It's going to be very exciting. And then Coach should be that week after. So it should be very, very, very exciting. And anyone who is really doing well, I'd like to get Palm Coast up here, Ted, and a few others that are really doing well in their trades to come talk to us, give us pointers, and talk to you guys about what they're doing. Thank you guys for coming in the backstage, man. I was about to do I have to shut it down? Is the aftermarket dying? What's happening? Maybe we find something else to do. I'm like, because people ain't coming. All right, here we go. Let me make sure that's not Ange, because if it's Ange, I want to give her the spotlight for a few minutes, and I don't want to have anybody else up here. I just want to have her. So, nope, not yet. Oh, yeah. Ange, what's up with the what's going on with the camera, girl? What's happening with the camera, honey? Mastermind, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up with you, girl?
Chilling. How'd you do today?
I didn't trade, man. I just got home from work.
Oh, okay. It happens.
I was in there this morning with you, but I didn't get to trade today.
I know you were in there this morning. That's why I was surprised you didn't trade. What time do you go to work?
I'm all over the place, girl. Yeah.
I know, because you do your own thing. So
I schedule my work around. Well, I'm all over it. It varies.
Well, awesome. Hold on one second. Let me see what's happening with Ange. I don't know. Ange.
What's going on with this camera business?
I don't know. What's happening?
Where's my 12-year-old when I need her?
You want me to knock you out and bring you back in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take your time. Listen, it happens. I've had camera issues, haven't you? It happens. So, yeah, I did well today. I'm happy. I did option. I'm not supposed to be doing options, but I couldn't help it. I had to play NVDA today. Because NVIDIA is just way out there. That's just way out of my price range. But NVIDIA is there. There she is. And Space. Space was good today, man. You missed out on that. Okay. There she is. What up, honey?
Oh, wait. There we go. Get a little light on the subject here.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me get your thumbnail up. Guys, in case you didn't know, Ange is the trader of the week. Coach we got to give her the bell. Congratulations, baby girl. You deserve it. And Coach has put up member of the week for anyone who is really doing well. It's in the new newsletter, and Ange is the very first one. Welcome to the stage, Ange. Ange, talk to us, girl. Tell us what is going on, and how long have you been green?
So last Friday was the marker of 6 weeks, and
nice.
Yeah, 6 weeks. I've been around since end of January.
Okay.
Spent a few months just studying because I didn't know squat and stuff. So I didn't touch anything for a long time, just so I could kind of learn the ropes and figure out some vocabulary and things like that. And yeah, I mean,
just took it all
follow instructions and the rules. It's been working out. No, I mean, like I still have red trades, right? Just like everybody else does, but I managed to get myself out of this situation fairly quickly. So
let me ask you a question. What has been your mindset? What's been well, first of all, when you first started, of course you struggled like everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how long would you say the struggle, and what were your struggles?
That's a really good question. I didn't know anything. Like I didn't know what a call was. I didn't know what a put was.
Wow, so you were
I didn't know what a
green.
candle was. I mean, I've always had an interest in stocks in general and trading in general. Just never had the time because I got a growing family and I always needed something that I would consider to be secure.
Yes.
For my family's sake. But now my kids are getting older. They don't need me as much and stuff. And so it was finally time to like find something that was really just more supposed to be a hobby than it was supposed to be more than anything. And it's definitely much bigger than just being a hobby and stuff. But I work during the day and stuff. I work.
You got a full-time job?
I do. So
Wow.
I work pre-market. So I'm in pre-market at 2:45 every morning because I'm in Central Time. And
wow.
So I trade in the morning and then I go to work. Then I catch stuff as I can, during breaks.
While you're working
during the day. And then I'm in aftermarket. So I work around my schedule and
wow.
stuff.
That's how you gotta
so by like Friday night, like nobody better ask me to do anything because I'm dead.
I don't blame you. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and you've managed to stay green for 6 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And this is coming from, and this is indicative of a lot of what Coach has done. Jimmy didn't know anything. Brady, none of these people traded before. I had no experience. I wasn't in any other groups. The only experience I had was a guy who I was in another, a sports group that I was in. And, he was in there and he just happened to be a trader, happened to be a day trader, and kept telling all of us, you guys need to learn how to do options. You guys need to learn how to do, what the hell is an option? What are you talking about? Stock options. You need to learn how to do them. So one day I finally took him up on it and he put a couple $100 in my Robinhood account and showed me how to do it because I didn't have any money in there. Everybody's got an account and doesn't do anything. And so I played around with it and we played with Apple and he showed me how to do it. And that was the only thing I came to Coach with. So other than that, my cup was completely empty as well. So
that's
what
like
was
my biggest takeaway is I start my day empty every day. And right from the get-go, when I came in here, one of the first pre-markets I sat in, Nate had mentioned that we needed to come in with an empty cup and take the emotion completely out of it 110%. So I go into every trade with the mindset of, if this goes south, I'm going to lose this, and I have to be okay with it before I ever press the buy button, period. And so that's what I do. I try not to overthink it. I try not to think, period. Just get in there, follow the damn candles, watch for those sneaky little wicks, and get the hell out of there, period. No question.
Good job.
And it works okay. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Whatever, right? But yeah, that's how I approach it, and I try to approach every one of them that way. And then I paper trade a ton. I don't know. I probably paper trade way more than I actually trade. But I treat my paper trading account just the same as my regular account and stuff. And so when I go into my paper trading account, like one day, so for example, like one day early on, Coach mentioned something about don't go in there and blow up your account, whatever. So my paper account, I had my account set to where my number was, and I pressed that button and I blew that shit up. I wanted to see what it felt like.
Right.
Like I want to see, because I didn't know. I wanted to see how quickly it could go south. I don't know. So I
did that. That was one of the stupidest things I could have ever done, but it taught me. Dude, I went into SPY one time with 100 contracts at $10 each. I never saw $500 escape me so fast in my life. I've done some crazy dumb shit, okay? And it's because you want to, okay, you take it and then it's like, okay, let's not do that anymore. Number one, we can't afford it. Number two, okay, I see it. It could have gone the other way, and it's kind of a good thing that it didn't, Ange, because had I went up 500, I'd be doing that type of stuff all the time when I wasn't ready to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of glad that it worked out the way that it did.
And I don't do contracts either. Like
Yeah.
I'm not doing contracts. I have absolutely no business opening up that chart on my Webull.
So
None.
you're only doing shares.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
guys hear that, right?
Because I've learned over the years. So I work in finance, like that's my role, and professionally. And so I'm a freaking numbers, charts, graphs, you name it. Like I could sit here. Thank God I can't trade 24/7 because I would literally sit here and I would watch this until I was blue in the face, and probably be way better than I am now. But like I would not live or do anything else if I could. But that's just that's the best way for myself to learn. And I'm spacey, and I actually kind of just forgot where I was going with that.
It's all good.
I don't remember what we were talking about. I've been up since like 2 o'clock this morning. Cut me some slack.
Hey, I'm with you. I've been
Oh
up
my
since
God, let me
2:30,
find out
so
you're
I'm with
funny
you.
as shit.
And I drag ass, man, by the end of the day. That's okay, right? But no, so you asked earlier today, I think you asked me like what I was in today. So
yeah.
Pre-market.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what was I in pre-market?
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I guess it wasn't. Oh, pre-market.
What's happening in pre-market this morning?
I ended the day
Were you and Peggy?
RSLS. Got that in aftermarket.
RSL, yeah, I heard RSLS was running up.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to go as far as it did, but that was fun. I did Peggy today, space, ONFO, TKLS, and the CRKN during the day today.
Okay.
And stuff, and I didn't tally up. I don't have like my what is that? I don't have the profit loss up, so I always have to do the math at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. That's actually really, really good. That's a thing that Jimmy, one of the OG traders who is extremely successful, over 28 million he's gotten, used to do. And Mark McSee also does that, where they don't look at their profit and loss until they're done with their trades or at the end of the day. Very good.
And I ended the day at 1443. It's not bad.
Yep.
Nice. 1443.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good day.
I'll take it.
How many hours did you have on screen?
I'll take it too.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, my son?
Good day.
Yeah, it was. Big time. Big time. Dude, okay, so let me ask you this. If you were to say, what would you say you're more of, a scalper or an EWOer?
So I'm just a scalper. I have not
scalper. Nothing wrong with that.
So I did it a little backwards, right? Like I'm all about following rules, and I know the EWO is like what everyone says you have to start with. I can't do the EWO because I can only do this during pre-market and aftermarket, right? And during lunch. So I have to be super picky and choosy about what I do. So I have the indicator on because it's a part of my package. So it's here. It's on all my stuff is on my trading view. When I'm ready to go that route, it's there. Now I've been around long enough and heard it over and over and over and over and over again that I could probably do it, but I don't. Because I know for myself professionally that I can know a lot of things and try to be the master of all those things, but literally be the master of none. So I have to take that into account and just focus on one thing. So for me, it's just scalping. So I do not use a margin account. I have a cash account. I started with $500 in my account.
And you're up to what? Roughly?
6,700.
Fucking A, Ange. Woo, girl.
Yeah.
So you've averaged probably about close to $1,000 a month.
Yeah, pretty close.
Which is about $250 a week.
And that's mostly been done in the last about 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks.
Okay, so shit, almost an
Because I
average of
didn't do
50K.
I didn't do any like trading or anything like that outside of just paper before that. Because I didn't have any business touching money until I was able to successfully sit here and do this consistently and be able to see the changing in the wicks, to see any crossings of any lines or whatever the case may be. Like, not until then, right? Like, volume has to be perfect. Like I sit in pre-market, and the guys that do this all the time are like going in when it's not the right volume. I don't do that. I don't do that, and I will if I do paper, just because I want to see if I can screw it up, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
90% of the time when I do that, what they're doing with paper, because I want to see it, right? Like I want to see that screw up, but I
How
want to
was
see
the
that with fake
transition
money.
from paper for you?
Hmm?
How was the transition from paper for you?
Oh, it was different.
That's what I hear. I've never done paper trading before. I always just went in with like smaller amounts just to test things out.
I didn't do it either.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
didn't do it with the stops. So when I finally started doing stops, which it was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago, when I started doing stuff during the day when I could, because I ain't getting in there without a stop.
yeah.
During the day, because if
Especially
I
if you
get
can't watch
pulled
it.
away to something, I need to have something in there. Hudson, you asked if I use real money. Yes, I use real money, but I train more than I trade every day in and day out.
That reminds me of something that we always say in here, which is one of Coach's rules, which is train more,
Yeah.
trade less. So, and that goes for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're advanced, it doesn't matter if you're brand new. If you're having red days, okay, if you're doing this guy, right? If you're having this many red days in a row, you need to stop trading and start training. She is so right about that. So, if you find that you're not getting it as fast as you thought you would, I put myself in timeouts all the time. You guys have witnessed it. All last week, I barely traded. So it's, I know when I need to step back because I'm just doing dumb stuff and regroup and get my head straight, because it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. So a lot of times when I do things wrong, it's because I'm trading emotionally. It's not because I don't have the mechanics down or I don't know how to trade. And a lot of times you guys are doing the same things. I know you are, because Coach has made this so easy that a caveman could do it. So it's not that you guys don't know what you're doing, because we got one of the best teachers there is, if not the best. So we know how. It's just when that emotion gets in the way, that's something he can't train us on. So that's where we come and check in, like Nate says, and Nate's been in and out of here a couple times. When you see government cheese, that's Nate. But when he came in, it sounded fuzzy. So I don't know if he's having connection issues. But I think Nate's trying to come in. But you know, I'm telling you guys, listen, I just lost my track of thought too. after I went off talking about Nate. But you gotta make sure that you're taking care of business. Like I said, it's not because we don't know what we're doing. You gotta watch the hit. Nate says work on you. So when you're not trading right, work on you. It's you. It's your mind. It's, hey, I'm gonna make it in this trade. It's gonna work. No, it's not. That hopium shit does not work in trading.
Yeah.
At all.
And I do a lot of that too, like a lot of work on myself, and it just not only for me professionally, but like personally too. Like for me, it all goes hand in hand. If I'm not working on myself outside of what I do for work, I'm not going to be 100%. If I'm not working on myself outside of being a day trader, I'm not going to be the best I can be when I'm in here. But when I day trade and I sit in here, like it's a completely different mindset that I have to get into, because and Coach mentions this too, like you become robotic, and I am. And I find myself, I noticed the other day, so there's two things that I've noticed. One, when I first started in here, Coach mentioned something during the morning show, was like, get in here and give yourself all the time that you have sparingly into this, every waking minute possible, and every little nick and cranny that you have, etc. to me, that was like giving me permission to just drown myself in it, because I know that this is what I love.
Mhm.
And I know what it can do and what it's going to do. And it makes me super happy and excited. And I get all like kitty and stuff like Christmas time.
Yeah.
But like that to me was giving me permission to just hone the process, to the point now where, like, when I first started, my husband was like, oh, you know, what'd you do today? You know, how'd it go? And like, it was annoying because I'm putting in hours and hours. When I'm driving, I'm listening. You know, I have it on from the time I get up in the morning, and then I'm still studying aftermarket, and I'm still listening to this or that, or I'm listening to videos, or I'm going through all of the calls to figure out, you know, like this Saturday, like mastermind class was, you know, like last, say 1 or 2 ago was like on options. Okay, that's not for me right now. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go find the next one. Get far into it. Okay, this is talking about options also. Okay, great. There's so many videos I can go and listen to while I'm doing stuff, because it's helping with vocabulary. It's helping with listening to what's going on around me, whatever, like I can hear it. And then when I sleep and dream about it, you know, you've done a lot.
You know, you're in love with something when you're sleeping about it. Any job I've ever had where I dreamt about it, that meant I was into it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I spent every waking minute here. I'm addicted not only to trading, but the community as well. You know what I mean?
That's
lucky.
too, like my husband. So to fast forward a little bit, like he was all up in my biz about, oh, well, what are you doing? You know, whatever. I'm like, he's like, well, when you get good at it, you teach me. Are you out of your damn mind? You know how much work I've put into this to teach you how to do this?
Right.
You can get up with me and you can join me in pre-market. You can learn, right? So
let them know. Let them know.
He's like, well, you know, I don't know. And I'm like, well, if it means that much to you, you will put in the time and you will put in the effort to do it.
Yep.
So he started like listening on Twitch and stuff, and so he started to like catch a few things. Like the other day, he worked from home and he's like, "What's this EWO?" And I'm like, "Well, I could tell you what it is, but I don't do it." He's like, "Well, he says it's the first thing you should do," and I'm like, "I know that's what he says, but I'm a scalper, okay?" He's slowly like starting to see, like, put in the time, follow the damn rules. Come in with an empty cup because you don't know squat.
Yep.
Get in here, do the work. And if you want it bad enough, it's going to happen, whether it happens tomorrow or if it happens 10 months from now. And Nate says it perfectly. Don't quit, because tomorrow could be the day.
That'll be the
time.
That'll be the time.
Look, 3 feet from gold. Those of you that are familiar with the book Think and Grow Rich, 3 feet from gold.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. It's don't stop 3 feet from gold. It was a guy who he had bought some digging equipment because he went, west to try to find his fortune, and found a spot that he thought was profitable. Dug, paid for all the equipment, dug, and figured, okay, there's nothing here, and pulled everything up, left, and then the person he sold the equipment to decided to continue to dig, and found out that the guy stopped 3 feet from where he would have had a life's fortune. So never ever do that, guys. Never ever do that. You are in the right place at the right time. So, and we've got the best teacher out there. There's nobody doing stock market education like this.
And he's funnier and funny.
Hey, boy.
Oh my God.
Absolutely hilarious.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's the person behind the teaching.
Like, I get really pissed when I have a meeting because I'm like, gosh, I just want to listen to the jokes that get cracked. Or it's my favorite, right? And it becomes, everyone's part of the family, right? Like, I'm in here, I know so many things, and I don't say a ton because I'm learning. I'm sitting back here, and I notice, like, Eric sits back when he pops in and he's like doing play-by-plays. Man, you want to learn something? I don't trade SPY. I mean, I don't do nothing with that because it's too big for my britches. But you want to take a step back and like empty your cup and watch that and just see it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. And I don't even need to trade it. It's like a whole class in itself and
Yeah.
stuff. And then, big shout out to David too. He's phenomenal with the one-on-ones and stuff, and I came in with the $500 month to month. And I did that January into February, and then into February, I decided to do lifetime. Not realizing that I did it kind of backwards. And then like a few days later, I did the gold annual or whatever that one is and stuff. And that was like right after the first mastermind class, the master class, mastermind.
How to grow a small account.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And so at that point I knew, I'm like, okay, I found my place. This is great. But yeah, somebody asked a question. What was it? I don't like penny stocks, but I've had to grow to like them. Just because, I don't know. I like the idea of like going bigger, but I'm smart enough to know by the things that I hear that not to do that.
Yeah. It definitely is a learning experience. It's so funny too, because I was just telling Mark McSee the other week, because he started like how I started. We came in both starting with options instead of shares. The only reason I did that was because I had learned, it's like being taught on a stick before you learn on an automatic. You know what I mean? I was taught from that guy how to do options. And I'm like, when I got in here and saw, wow, shares doesn't have, all the gamma and all of that to worry about. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Watching Nate do it every morning in and morning out. And then Mark McSee, I'm like, what? They don't have any of that stuff to worry about. Okay. Yeah. Stock shares are definitely better. But I'm still stuck on options.
Listening to Coach talk about NVDA today, again, and stuff. And I'm like, I didn't have like FOMO. Because I know that, I got to stay in my lane. But then like the math whiz in me is like sitting here calculating like, okay, like I like the math, but it's not my time yet. It's not my time. It'll be time when it's time, whenever that is, whether it's a year from now, or not, maybe I never do it, which I know myself well enough to know that I'll branch out eventually and stuff. And I've taken notes along the way from listening to like TJ and Hamilton and Ted. And, like I like to trade news and I like to trade earnings and I like to hear all those things and learn how it affects it. All the people that speak, I'm like, whoo, who's talking today? And like, let's go watch this tank, or holy shit, look at that fly, right. I don't know. I just get super excited about it every single day. And then like having the day off yesterday, I was like a little kid sitting in the corner chewing my hair. I'm like jonesing for some trades, man.
We all are.
I did the same shit.
Yes, like come on Tuesday. Jesus.
So I sat through videos instead, which is still fine. It's still fine.
It's still your way of staying in touch, right?
Exactly, because I feel like if I don't at least look at it at least once a day on the weekend, I'm going to lose a little something, and I don't want to start my day off on
Dude, I got a cheat code for you. Whenever you're fiending for the group or fiending for put on Coach's live videos. It's like he's there. It's like a live is going on. You know what I mean? I do it all the time. I'll go pull up some of his old ones where he used to be on there all day and just sit and listen to the gems. And pull the gems out of there. It's just like the live is going on.
That's awesome.
Love them. Love it. Wow, Ange, you sound really disciplined. And that, to me, you also sound analytical, which I've noticed that a lot of the analytical people who get involved with this tend to do very well because it's an analytical beast, But you're very disciplined, and that's going to take you a long way. Look, you've already come in the past, few months, made almost $7,000. So, you know where you're at. Just like you said, I may never do it. You don't seem pressed. You're not hard pressed to, money. You're not like that. And you have the discipline. Like you just said, nope, that's not for me. I like it. I like watching it. Ooh, I can admire from afar, but I'm not going to touch it. That takes discipline to do that. So shout out to you and hats off to you for having the discipline to, no, Ange, that's not for you. Stay in your lane
Mhm.
and master your lane. Everybody should take a page out of your book on that, including me, because I'm telling you, a lot of times I lack that discipline. I am a rebel. I go rogue, and I have learned that that's not the way to go, and I'm finding my way, and I'm doing better. But I wish I had a lot more discipline like you did earlier on, because I wouldn't, have let it go on for so long. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I turned it around now. So,
Yeah,
and
that's I think probably been one of the funnest things too. Like being a part of the group is you get to see everybody go through the ebbs and flows of their own journeys.
yeah, I'm
You know,
excited for
and
your journey. You're gonna
and
kill it.
that's exciting, right? Like, and I'm
really is.
fortunate enough at this moment where I can do this before I go to work and at the end of the day. So I feel I don't have that pressure that a lot of others have when they first start out. And so I'm grateful for that. However, it comes at a cost, right? Like I spend a lot of freaking time in front of the screen. But I also know that if I put in the work that needs to be done now, while it's not pressing, while I don't have the heaviness on my back, that this is all I do, that I can put in the time and the energy that I need to be the most successful in the direction that I want to go with this. By working on myself, following the rules, showing up not just for me, but for everybody else too, right? Who knows, that they see me pop in with this or that, and now being, the person of the week, like, okay, well, I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't share, that I follow the damn rules.
Good for you.
And there is no magic sauce. There isn't.
Yeah.
I just sat here and I just click a button and it just magically happens. No, it's. I mean, I should have
put in
kept
the
track of
time.
like how much time that I've spent. And granted, it's not enough. And I always think about that every day. Like it's absolutely not enough. And that
You're
just
journaling,
means that
right?
I'm not. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I'm on my third one. I'm on my third journal and stuff.
Wow.
And I write my trades in here a little bit and I talk about how I feel at the end of it. And then when I go in and I blow up my paper account because I wanted to see how that felt, like my heart was racing. Because if I'd actually done that with real money, that'd have really freaking sucked.
Yeah.
So I always think about that too, but I always treat it just as such. But
I'm just
But I
trying
would
to look to see
encourage-
if there's any questions.
I would encourage anybody. I got to go to soccer. Softball here in a second. But I'd encourage anyone who wants to take this seriously to.
You're playing or your kids playing?
Oh God, no! I don't have the hand-eye coordination to do anything except type and watch charts, man. Ask me to do
And
a
you're
math
made for this.
problem? Absolutely. Ask me to go catch
You
a
are
ball?
made
You're out
for
of your
this.
damn mind.
Wow.
But no, to conclude for myself here, I would encourage anyone who come in every day like with an empty cup, literally every single day, come in like nothing and just absorb everything. Ask questions, which I don't do a lot of because I catch it throughout and stuff, and I should probably be better at it. But just, pay attention. Follow the damn rules.
Tell them. Let them know. Say it again, Ange. You heard her. Follow the rules. There is no magic sauce to it. That's what you have to do to be successful in here. Coach has beat it into us. Now you've got a pretty much a new member who's having success, telling you the same thing. She's done it by following Coach's rules. Now, what more do you need?
Exactly. To show up.
That's it.
Yeah.
You
gotta
show up bright and early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Show up or show out.
Well, Ange, thank you for coming on here and sharing that with us. And I'm excited to continue to, not only for my journey, but for yours as well, just to kind of see you flourish and to flourish with you. Huh?
Should be a good summer. I have a goal, I have a goal to see how far I can get my account to, kind of like what I would call a sweet spot and stuff. And then once I get it there, then You know,
Where's your sweet spot? 25K?
no, I'm kind of like Mark. I'm not mentally disciplined enough yet to have a margin account. I don't think I'm responsible enough for that.
See, and it takes a lot to admit that, you know? That's what I mean.
I know myself well enough to know that I would accidentally screw it up, and I don't want to do that.
Would it really be an accident, Ange? Would it really be an accident?
Maybe not, right? Like I don't know. I don't know, but it's not worth
You're not taking that chance.
the accidents, right? To happen and stuff. But yeah, getting it to around 15 will be great because, well, now that we have the daily thing, you know, I only trade so much every day. I don't give a damn how much money's in there because I don't want to overtrade. You know, now unless it's a runner that I know, because it hits every single one of my notes that I have, and then I know that it's okay to get in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I go over what that amount is now, because I can, right? But I don't go over that amount because I don't want to screw things up or overtrade or accidentally get wrapped up into something I didn't realize and then it tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then it'll go from there. I'm just going to recycle it and just put it in another account and let it sit. Like, I don't care. I don't know. I haven't thought much past that other than like just learning.
Throw it in some Yield Max.
Something like that. I have like 4 things I have written down of things I want to look into when I'm ready, you know, when it makes sense and stuff. And it's mostly long-term stuff because my mind goes like this all day long, day in, day out. I don't know if I could sit in a trade all day long, although it sounds amazing. You know, you talk about it all the time.
It's overrated. It's overrated. It's not really that amazing. Really, I would rather be in and out of a trade and be done by 10, 11 o'clock. You know what I mean?
I feel like if I sat in an EWO, no crack to anyone who does that, right? Because I love that for you. I think it's fantastic. But if by the end of that and I'm sitting on one share because I've shed all day, I'm going to be standing on my head in the corner of my office going like this. Like, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Like Nate says, I want to get in there, slap him around a little bit and get the hell out. Done.
Right. That's what you got to do.
Yep. No, Nate also says he doesn't go in there and bake a cake.
I
don't want to bake a cake. Okay. I'm a terrible cook. Nobody wants to eat a cake I make in the first place. No. Anyhow, I got to get a kid to softball. It's good to see all of you.
Thank you for coming on and hanging out with us.
Anytime.
Come back and keep us posted.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll check in about a month.
All right.
All right.
Please
see you
don't
guys.
wait for a home up before you come up here. But have a good one, baby.
Bye-bye.
Well, how about that, guys, huh? You heard it from somebody who has been doing it since January. She is following the rules and getting it done. Right, Mastermind? You can't beat that. You still with me?
Are you're echoing real bad, Dawn. Are you echoing? It's all echoing. It's been doing it the whole time. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Are you echoing? Am I echoing to you?
No, you sound a little muffled, but you're not echoing.
It's like a 15-second delay.
You know what? Do you have a YouTube turned up somewhere? Because I'm listening to myself on the playback and I don't sound like I'm echoing.
Nah, well,
I don't hear any echo, dude.
Let me check.
Everybody let me know in the chat, how does my audio sound? Yeah, no echo here, they're saying.
Hey, that's what the fuck it was. I mean, that's what it was, though.
What?
I have one in the background still running. I'm over here doing all kinds of shit. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? I went out a minute a while ago. I'm like, it didn't help.
Right. I'm like, you probably got YouTube playing somewhere.
That's exactly what it was. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's take a really quick commercial break and then we'll come back and watch that video from Carter.
207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207.30. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful. Yeah, see, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny, there's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Nate!
Yo,
What up?
what's going on?
Did you just hear Ange?
Yeah, I did. I meant to congratulate her in person, but she done got up out of here before I did because my old stupid phone was acting crazy.
I know. I saw you try to come in a couple times and then it dipped out. That girl makes a lot of sense, man. Doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
She's been listening.
Yeah, hopefully she'll stay with it and, stay in that lane till it's time for her to move over in the next lane.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. $6,700 within the past 6-7 weeks just from listening and doing shares, Nate. Doing shares.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
good.
amazing. That's amazing. I'm happy for her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
She's doing it the right way. She's not getting caught up with FOMO. I liked it when she said, if it's not for me, I'm not doing it. It's like I'm not, if I get it, I get. She's not hard pressed. She's like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, maybe it'll never happen. I'm like, nah, that's not an option. I'm a little more. I'm like, that's not an option. It's gonna happen. Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You just got to keep doing those baby steps. So.
Yeah, everything happens in time. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to admit today when I took that money from NVIDIA, I could have made another $100, but I'm glad that I did when I did it because I looked at it and it looked like it kind of dipped down the rest of the day. Right. And then it came back up. And I know how options are. I would have lost a bunch of money and then I would have had to be trying to make that back up. You know how options are. And I'm so glad I took that money.
Yeah, but we need to get away from what we could have got and keep up with what's solid in our pocket. So
that's what got me out of the trade. I'm like, don't worry about it.
You notice I don't even never speak about what I could have got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just take the green and call it a day. I feel so much better. I feel so much better when I'm green. So
How'd you do today?
Did good today. Another good day. Made about 16 grand, a little over 16 grand.
Woo!
Very good, mate.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So just trying to look like I'm gonna have a good month this month. So I'm good.
What month don't you have this
I know that shit's
some
right.
Some months, Dawn, I don't have a good month. I just, I think I can do better than what I'm doing. But you know what? I don't even worry about it no more. The days that I don't chase money seem to be the days I make the most money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, whenever you're not hard pressed, it just falls right in your lap, pretty much.
I just don't worry about it. Like I say, I hate options with a passion, but some days when I'm looking and I'm looking for an option play, I know what they look like, and I tend to play them when I see them. But I know exactly what they look like, so that's what I play.
Tell us what they look like, Nate. What does a good option setup look like for you?
I'm looking for something that's going in one direction, not with 1, 2, or 3 candles, but definitively looks like it's going in that direction. And based on the L2, I can kind of tell, where it's going, as long as as long as we have small road blocks, we don't have no big large blocks in it. I can kind of tell a little bit. Yeah, like I say, I reduced that L2 down to 10, where I
Yeah.
can kind of
Oh,
play
you
with it a
down to
little bit.
10? No shit.
Yep,
In the
yep.
regular market he does, not in
Oh,
pre-market.
so you still do 20 in the pre-market?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
I do 20 in the pre-market and 10 in
Okay.
the regular market. And once I see it going that way, Don, I'll play it. I'll jump in it and ride it. And but I'm watching it now because I don't do stops, so I'm watching it, which is bad because coach teaches us to use stops. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scalping. I ain't in it, but for a little bit. Sometimes I'm in there long enough to stir the dressing up in the pot. I ain't in there to cook
Yeah.
nothing. I just want to
Right,
stir it up
right.
and keep on moving.
Right.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
takes a little longer to get out with them stops.
yeah, it does. But like I say, I'm a scalper, so I ain't in that. I still got that mentality. I'm not gonna be in that play for a long time. So,
You have perfected the art of the scalping mental stop. So
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
you sit there with your hand on the mouse, you got your mechanics down, so you're able to get out of a trade when you need to.
yeah.
There is no, hey, let me move my stop or let me hang on a little bit. You don't have any of that. There are certain
Nope.
people who need, everybody needs to
Mm-hmm.
have a stop. That's the way
Mm-hmm.
coach teaches. But
Mm-hmm.
even
Right,
coach himself, when he's scalping, he just, in order for him to be able to get in and out, he doesn't use them. So
right.
only master scalpers,
That's
that
yeah.
of which you are, master
Mm-hmm.
scalpers can trade without stops. If you're a new trader or if you're still struggling, and you're
Hmm.
red, yeah, you need your stops. You need your stops.
Yeah, yeah. I just, Don. I just, and I know Coach means well when he says, you need to stay in your trades longer, but you know, I, to break it down where a 2-year old can understand it. I'm making more money than I ever made in my life right now. Period. So, I mean, if I make $5 more or $10 more, it really don't matter to me.
Right.
Yeah. So if I make a couple of $1,000s a day, come on. Who on a job make that kind of money
Yeah.
doing what we do the little bit of time we do it?
Right.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, most of my money is made right there between that 9:30 and 10:30. So
Hmm.
that's an hour. I mean, if you break it down into what I'm doing, I'm making, three, four, $5,000 an hour. That's crazy.
It is,
So
Nate.
yeah, so I really don't concentrate on staying up in these trades long. I understand the market is different, and understand the market plays different. So I'm just not there for a long period of time. I'm just there part time. That's all.
And it goes with your personality too, because that's what we
Yeah.
said. A lot of us don't have the patience to sit in the trade. Some of us do. So if you're an EWO person, play the EWO. That's you. If you're a scalper,
Right.
scalp. Get in and out. If you can't sit in a trade, there's nothing wrong with that. There's two totally separate ways of trading, and both of them work. You know.
Yeah. 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 So everybody, like you said, everybody got their own way of trading. God bless them guys that can sit in here all day and trade. I just don't want to do it. I ain't trying to do it,
Yeah.
and it just ain't my cup of tea.
I
It's
Yeah.
have, man. I ain't gonna lie. I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't do it.
I have two, mastermind.
Yeah. I can't
And I
do it.
realize that it's just it's really not something that I enjoy doing because most of the time when I am sitting in one, I'm on pins
Hmm.
and needles because
Yeah.
my entry may have not been the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to coach because I'm aware that
But it
why am I
wasn't.
losing money in it? Because you
Yeah.
didn't get in at the right time. If
Yeah.
you got
Right.
in, you are scalping right now, which
Mm-hmm.
means you cannot be sitting in here. If you got a couple dollars, get that and get out because you're
Right.
scalping. You didn't get in properly. That's why you lost money or on the pullback, you lost money because you weren't in it early enough to be in the green right now on that pullback. So
Hmm.
it's like there's you once you got enough screen time and you've done enough trades, you know what you're doing wrong. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And you journal it. So yeah.
Yeah. And I see why these guys that do options, I see what they mean by, you when you enter a trade, 9 out of 10 times you in the green. I mean, you in the red when you take that trade. And I
Yeah.
understand why. That's because the trade is moving. It's
Yeah.
moving up on you, yeah. So you catch it moving up, yeah. You're gonna have a little bit of pullback, but by the time it catches up, you're in the green. You give it a couple of seconds, you're in the green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just give it a couple of seconds, and that's what I'm learning. That when I'm in heavy with 50, 100 contracts, that it immediately goes red. Yeah, I caught it while it was moving. Yeah, I understand why it works that way, but I give it about 10, 15, 20 seconds, and I'm back in the green again. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I understand that. So I'm learning something every day about these options. I don't like them. I still don't like them, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
What don't you like about them, Nate?
I don't like that you don't that the control. I don't have control
The
like I
Greeks.
like I yeah like I have when I'm trading shares. I feel like somebody else is in there playing against me. The shares I can kind of control that situation, but the options, you got so many other players in there that you don't see, and
Ah,
it affects the way you think about the trade, and even when you get out of the trade, sometimes your settlement ain't what you thought it was. You thought you
that's them
made
getting their money, so they make more.
yeah.
Like Webull makes more if that's who you trade with. They make more on a option trade than a shares trade. That's how they funnel it in. Ah, okay.
I don't know how they do it, but all I know is if I'm sitting there and I think I got 20,000, by the time I
Mhm.
get out, I only got 17,000.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
just
they're doing.
Robinhood does it a lot.
yeah.
I
So
sat on there so many times and got out of trades, small trades, right? And it'll say
hmm
plus 20. Oh, okay, cool. I made $20 on that. But I go ahead and cash out and it's only 10.
yeah, yeah, and
Mhm.
see that
Or
drives me
I cashed
crazy.
out at break even, but when I go look at my P&L, I'm negative 10.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, no. Y'all ripping me off now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But
That kind of drives me crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I see them like that, Dawn, I don't get upset. I just go on and play it for what it is, get on out and call it a day. I don't jump. I usually don't jump back in and do another option. I try to play one option call, and I'll stay with that. And that's just it. Cause you think about it, even when it's going up, the pullback when it's going up, if you make $1 and it pulls back, it's pulled back about $2 or $3.
Yeah.
It
Hmm.
taking it away
Hmm.
from you. Yeah. So I don't like that. Whoever set that plan up with them options, they knew what the hell they was doing. Cause it
Yeah.
definitely take the
Yeah.
money away from you.
Yeah, because you got all the Greeks, you got Theta sitting over here like, every minute it sits there, I'm taking money from you. You
Yep.
don't have to do a damn thing. You don't have to be losing.
Yeah.
I'm still taking money from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's sitting there.
Yeah.
So you're
Like
like,
you
damn,
yeah, like you got control of it sitting there. I mean,
right.
shoot. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it
So
goes against you. And because
mhm.
you've leveraged 100 shares per contract, it's
Yep.
gone down so far. And then when you get it back, it's not like shares, dollar for dollar, you're getting it back. Oh, hell no. You got to go up now past where you got in to
Yep.
break even. And
Yep.
then you can begin making money. And then if there's another pullback in there, forget it. You
Yep.
know?
So,
So
hmm.
Yeah, but that's what I don't like about it. I don't like how they do that. But
now
you
on the
know
flip
what?
side,
hmm
if you can get it right, that leverage works for you.
Oh, it does. It does, and I can see how you can make the money, but it still doesn't look like a fair transaction. The
Hmm.
way they have it set up, it does not look like it's fair at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played them. I'm kind of scared of them, man. Which I'm still all new at this shit. So,
Right.
um,
Right. Well, like I said, if you trade them shares and you get good at trading shares, and you making a couple of $100 a day. That's good money right there. You play that for what it's worth. I mean, that'll replace a job.
shit, I'm doing a lot better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on some days. You know, some
Yep.
days I do a lot worse than that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the shares, man. I don't want no part of options right now. I like what I'm
Right.
doing. I like how I'm learning it. I'm feeling comfortable in my own space. And, you know, Gilly said something the other day about the sizes, you know, and he's helped me out a lot. I took
Right.
heed in that shit. You know, I slowed it down on the sizes and I still did good profit even with a small size.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I think I was in
Yeah.
like 6 that day and 4 of them tanked out and 1 of them run. And
Right.
I just canceled them out. And so it worked out.
Right.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
it happens. It happens. But
it.
I like shares. I really do. I enjoy trading shares.
I do
But
too.
sometime we get a runner doing regular market, and sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are days that when we don't have, like this morning, we started off this morning. We didn't have no runners.
Nothing. I was in here this
Yeah.
morning with y'all. Yeah. I had to
Yeah.
go to work. Um,
Yeah.
but that one, my funds didn't settle, yo. Um,
Right.
they didn't. I had a glitch on my phone when I laid in bed. You know, I checked my balance just to make sure. Okay, let's get up at 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I come to my computer and it wasn't settled. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
But I
Y'all
still,
shouldn't have
I
that
sat
problem
in there.
tomorrow, ain't it? There should be
Uh,
a new day tomorrow.
well,
Even today, I think it started today.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Memorial Day crapped on me. I think
Right.
it's because I traded Friday, so it didn't go through because of Monday, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
but it's all good. Hell, I still
Right.
enjoy. I enjoyed myself today. And honestly, I was thinking about not trading today because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to have a swole head and then jump back in and try to think I was going to make what I made the other day, and then my funds wasn't in there, so it kind of worked out for the best. So I just kind of had fun, I enjoyed it today, man. Just watching before I left.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, it be like that sometime, I tell you. But
I
but
did
it's
miss
gonna
the
get better.
space.
It's gonna get better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's gonna get better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm probably gonna go ahead and shut it down. I got some editing work to do. Nate, thanks for
Okay.
coming on.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna get on here. This phone was kept acting up. So, but
Mhm.
but anyway, I will for the ones that's gonna be in here in the morning. I guess I'll see y'all in the morning.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
like a plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mastermind,
Hopefully.
thank you for
Right and
coming and
early.
chilling.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All right.
Sounds
See
good.
y'all in the morning.
All right, bro.
Bet
All
it
right.
up. Y'all be good.
Okay,
You
man.
too.
Bye.
All right, bye.
And I want to thank Ange for coming up and giving us her synopsis of how she's been able to make that money and get in those trades and make it happen. Oh, getting out those trades and make it happen. And I'm really proud of her, and I think she will do well. Jay Waffle, I see you down there, brother. What's up? DJ Vinny, I see you guys down there. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. And I really appreciate all of you. Don't forget, you still have a couple of days to sign up for the VIP Gold. And if you do that between now and May 31st, which is Friday, Coach is going to pick 2 people to spin the wheel of cash so that you can get up to $5,000 in cash. So, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Peace and blessings. And as usual, we are going to go out because we've been talking about them all day today. Shout out to Ange. But we're going to end with Coach's rules. And you guys have a good night. Peace and blessings.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that Comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.